A new vulnerability in Android devices could allow malicious apps to stealthily capture two-factor authentication codes and other sensitive information. This flaw, identified as Pixnapping, poses a serious risk to user security, particularly for those relying on two-factor authentication for protecting their accounts. Discovered by researchers from several prestigious universities, including UC Berkeley and Carnegie Mellon, Pixnapping exploits a side-channel attack that can operate without the need for special app permissions. The issue affects Android devices from Google and Samsung running versions 13 to 16, as reported on October 14, 2025. While it's uncertain if devices from other manufacturers are affected, the underlying technology could potentially expose all Android users. In this video, we'll break down how Pixnapping works, the implications for Android users, and what steps are being taken to address this significant security threat. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of the Pixnapping discovery and exploitation. In October 2025, researchers from leading institutions unveiled the Pixnapping vulnerability, marking a significant moment in mobile security. This flaw, which exploits Android's pixel rendering capabilities, allows unauthorized applications to extract sensitive information, including two-factor authentication codes, without user consent. The researchers highlighted the unique nature of Pixnapping, as it operates outside traditional browser environments. By leveraging Android's APIs and a sidechannel known as GPU.zip, the attack can bypass security measures that typically protect sensitive data within applications. This multifaceted approach enables a malicious app to manipulate the rendering pipeline of victim apps, leading to the covert extraction of data in a matter of seconds. Following the discovery, Google responded promptly, assigning the vulnerability the CVE identifier CV 2025-48561. In September 2025, the company released an initial patch aimed at mitigating the risks associated with Pixnapping. Despite these efforts, an updated method to exploit the vulnerability was identified shortly thereafter, prompting Google to prepare a more comprehensive patch for the December Android Security Bulletin. The implications of Pixnapping extend beyond immediate data theft. The attack strategy also reveals deeper systemic issues within Android's app ecosystem, particularly concerning the ease with which one app can interact with another. This raises critical questions about user privacy and the effectiveness of existing security protocols. Moreover, the researchers noted an alarming capability related to app detection. The vulnerability allows attackers to ascertain whether specific applications are installed on a device, circumventing safeguards introduced in Android 11. This aspect of Pixnapping underscores the persistent challenges in securing mobile environments against increasingly sophisticated threats. As the situation evolves, experts emphasize the need for ongoing vigilance and innovation in mobile security. The researchers advocate for measures that would enable sensitive applications to opt out of such attacks, thereby enhancing user security and trust in the mobile ecosystem. The emergence of Pixnapping has far-reaching implications for a wide range of users, particularly those who rely on Android devices for sensitive transactions. This vulnerability primarily affects individuals using Google and Samsung devices running Android versions 13 to 16. However, the underlying techniques could potentially extend to other manufacturers as well, given that the core Android architecture is consistent across devices. The practical consequences of this vulnerability are particularly concerning for businesses and organizations that implement two-factor authentication as a security measure. Employees using vulnerable devices may inadvertently expose company accounts and sensitive data to unauthorized access, leading to potential financial losses and breaches of confidential information. This creates a pressing need for organizations to reassess their cybersecurity protocols and educate employees about the risks associated with app installations. Moreover, the ability of attackers to bypass Android's app permissions raises significant concerns about user trust in mobile applications. Many users may not be aware that even benign-seeming apps could be weaponized to exploit this vulnerability. This reality could lead to a chilling effect on app usage, as individuals may hesitate to download new applications due to fears of security breaches. Additionally, the Pixnapping vulnerability highlights a broader issue within the mobile ecosystem: the challenge of balancing app functionality with security. As the researchers noted, the design of mobile app layering inherently complicates the implementation of strict security measures. This calls for a reevaluation of how app permissions and data access are managed, potentially leading to new standards in mobile security protocols. In light of these developments, both users and developers must remain vigilant. Users should be encouraged to regularly update their devices and exercise caution when downloading applications, while developers are urged to adopt best practices in coding to mitigate potential vulnerabilities. As the landscape of mobile security evolves, proactive measures will be essential in safeguarding sensitive information against emerging threats like Pixnapping. As Google works to address the Pixnapping vulnerability, users are urged to take proactive steps to enhance their security. While Google has issued initial patches as part of its September 2025 Android Security Bulletin, the company acknowledges that a more comprehensive solution is forthcoming in December. Users should prioritize updating their devices to ensure they have the latest security features, as these updates often contain critical fixes that mitigate known vulnerabilities. In the meantime, users are encouraged to review the permissions of the apps installed on their devices. Although Pixnapping exploits a unique method that does not require special permissions, being vigilant about app permissions can still reduce the risk of inadvertently installing malicious software. It's advisable to only download applications from trusted sources, such as the Google Play Store, and to be cautious of third-party apps that may have less stringent security measures. Additionally, users should consider employing alternative authentication methods. For instance, utilizing hardware-based security keys or authenticator apps that do not rely on SMS codes can provide an added layer of protection against potential attacks. As the landscape of mobile security continues to evolve, diversifying authentication strategies can significantly enhance overall security. Lastly, it's important for users to stay informed about ongoing developments related to Pixnapping and other cybersecurity threats. Following reputable tech news sources and engaging with community discussions can provide valuable insights into emerging vulnerabilities and best practices for safeguarding personal data. By staying proactive and informed, users can better protect themselves against the evolving threats posed by vulnerabilities like Pixnapping. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.